explain a few things. First, every piece that I have here is unique to my set. Every piece that you have will be unique to yours. That's kind of the beauty of it. They're very personal to the individual. First, you need a piece that represents who you're reading for. This is the self. If you're reading for yourself, this piece is going to represent you. If you're reading for a friend, this is that friend. That's kind of how it works. Then what you're going to do is basically call for the pieces. So it's very personal how you do this. It's kind of like an asking the universe to give you what you need kind of thing. And then you have to listen to that intuition. Looking for your pieces are going to have you digging in boxes that you've stashed away in your closet. Like when I pulled out this Mercury dime, I knew it was in there. And one day I just kind of went, oh, it goes. I need this. And that's kind of how it showed up. Some things like teeth, when someone gives you a tooth, you go, oh, okay, yeah, that definitely belongs. That's kind of how you get your pieces. What you're going to do to ask them what they mean is you sit with the piece, you hold it, you mull it over. You're like, what do you mean? What do you want to be? What do you want to represent? And that's kind of how you ask them who they are. Like for me, this piece, I know it represents communication. And a little bit, I was like, that looks like a big mouth. Oh, I get it. It's communication. It's talking. It's opening your big mouth. Other pieces in your set, like, okay, so amethysts do not represent happiness necessarily, but in my set, this is happiness and this is depression. I got these pieces in my set when I had just gotten broken up with, well, technically I broke up with him, with someone who not only broke up with me, but ripped my heart out and gaslighted me. It was horrible. Purple was always me and green was always him. It was something that we had together for like 4 years. And in the end, I decided that this is happiness. I am happiness on my own. And this represented depression and pain and darkness. Over time, the pieces evolved and this became pain and this became specifically just depression. But they will evolve over time. Now, the important part, reading them. Once you have all of your bones in one place, what you're going to do is toss them on the board. For me personally, and this isn't that way for everyone, but for me and the way I read, when a piece flies off, it means that you've been dealing with that for a long time. Like this one, it represents fear. It's crazy because I kind of tossed this for myself and I'm like, oh, great. I've been dealing with a lot of fear lately, like a lot, which means I'm about to be able to move forward from that fear and focus on something else. Like my income and romance in my life. I need to practice self-care because I'm about to experience the pain of a betrayal. Do you see how these pieces kind of told a story? I need to focus on love. Love is right here. It's first and foremost. Positive changes in my career, awesome. Self-care, very important because I'm going to be plagued by gossip.